All right, all right, all right. So, welcome to the live tonight. It looks like sleepy Joe Biden decided to have Matthew McConaughey over to the White House so he could sniff his wife for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes while Matthew McConaughey talked about gun control. And, I think we're all a little bit confused because he's done movies like Magic Mike, where he's been a stripper and now he wants to get up on the White House floor and just talk about gun control. Little goofy. Now, granted, he is a little bit better of a talker than Joe. Just a tad bit. I mean, not that much better, but I think it's pretty goofy that we have actors, not politicians, not people who we've elected, but actors going up to the White House and thinking that Americans who own guns are going to think, oh man, wow, there's a movie star up there talking to us and saying that we should just get rid of our guns. We should just hand them over. We shouldn't have AR-15s anymore. And we're just going to be starstruck and just be like, oh, okay. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey said to do this. He's from Texas. He's shot a shotgun before. So yeah, he makes sense. No, fuck you. That's not how this works. And we're going to get into a bit of what he said. And I got to say, it's very goofy. My girlfriend said that I have been using the word goofy a lot lately, but a lot of goofy shit is going on in the U.S. lately. It really is. So let's just start with this, and I've dissected the speech he gave and really tried to kind of understand the psychology behind it, and it's pretty fucking obvious. So let's start with this, and then we'll get into questions and super chats and all that. Let's start with this.
Matthew and Camilla McConaughey to the White House today to speak on an urgent issue our nation is currently facing. You may know Matthew as an actor, but more importantly, he is a father, a native of Uvalde, Texas, and a gun owner. He is here today to use his platform to call on leaders to take bipartisan action to end the senseless killing and pass reasonable gun responsibility measures that we know will save lives. Just a few minutes ago, Matthew met briefly.
Oh, good. So y'all think that you're going to get up there and say, well, we have an urgent issue. And we have a gun owner here that wants to talk to you about it. And we're just going to be like, oh my God, wow, there's a gun owner who wants to talk to America about getting rid of our guns. Thank you. Yes, yes. How fucking stupid do you think we are? One, he's an actor, which means that if he's paid enough, he'll say whatever he needs to say. That's literally the definition of an actor in Hollywood. He was in fucking Magic Mike. You gotta pay a dude who's straight a shitload of money to be a stripper in a movie, who has half of a sane mind. So of course, he's up in the White House. Oh yeah, I'm a gun owner, right? Okay, dude. Like, that's fine. All right. Here's the next part that just is very odd to me.
I'm here today in the hopes of applying what energy, reason, and passion that I have into trying to turn this moment into a reality. Because as I said, this moment is different. We are in a window of opportunity right now that we have not been in before. a window where it seems like real change can happen.
Okay. So, window of opportunity that is different than any other moment in our country. So, there has never been a shooting at a school before Uvalde. That's essentially what he's saying here. This is a different moment. It's simply wrong. We've had plenty of opportunity to create a budget in our country to harden down schools. And I've said this before, but if Joe Biden's kids were in that school, would have never happened. Would have never happened. So, no, this is not different. This is not special. This has happened before. And the only difference here is that the police fucked the whole thing up. Only difference. Okay. Now let's get into the dramatic aspects of McConaughey's speech.
Maite wore green high-top Converse with a heart she had hand-drawn on the right toe because they represented her love of nature. Camilla's got these shoes. Can you show these shoes, please? Wore these every day. Green Converse with a heart on the right toe. These are the same green Converse on her feet that turned out to be the only clear evidence that could identify her after the shooting. How about that?
Yeah, we got to talk about AR-15s. We've got to talk about all of this dramatic stuff. And I am going to get into the point of why I'm even talking about this guy. Thanks, Todd. It's honestly really sad. It's really sad that a native of Uvalde, and Matthew McConaughey is from Uvalde. It's really sad that this guy can go up there and just spit BS about this situation. And I'm going to get into it in just a second, and I'm going to let me play this one, and this is going to kind of get into my point on what I mean.
Want to make their loss of life matter. Look, we heard from so many people, right? Families of the deceased, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, Texas Rangers, hunters, Border Patrol, and responsible gun owners who won't give up their Second Amendment right to bear arms. And you know what they all said? We want secure and safe schools, and we want gun laws that won't make it so easy for the bad guys to get these damn guns.
All right. Perfect. So the person who does not, I'm trying to put myself in the people's shoes that don't understand guns. So understand where I'm coming from here. You think that making gun laws is going to somehow keep guns out of bad people's hands, criminals, the people who try to break into your house or, rob your truck. The problem is, do you think that when a criminal is going to rob a bank, they care about not being able to conceal carry a gun? Do you think they care about not being able to have 30 rounds in a magazine? Do you think they care about not being able to have an AR-15 in a certain city, in a certain state? No. Because the crime they're about to commit, the punishment for that is way worse. So why the fuck would they care about a simple gun law? That's the problem. And secondly, you're telling me that gun owners' Second Amendment supporters, people who take pride in it, are telling you that they want gun laws, they don't understand the Second Amendment then. Okay. All right. So, last one, and this is kind of my point on this whole video.
Start by making laws that save innocent lives and don't infringe on our Second Amendment rights. We start right now by voting to pass policies that can keep us from having as many Columbine, Sandy Hooks, Parklands, Las Vegas, Buffaloes, and Uvaldes from here on. We start by giving Alethea a chance to be spoiled by her dad.
So, if you listen to that carefully, you understand that Matthew McConaughey, as a Texan, does not understand the Second Amendment. In the Second Amendment, it says, shall not be infringed, which means that any gun laws are an infringement. But furthermore, and this is something I wanted to talk about, and this is something that I'm going to make a dedicated video on in the future. The Second Amendment is a God-given right. I don't care if our government says, oh, well, the Second Amendment, we're just going to get rid of it. Well, fuck you. If someone on the street can get a gun illegally and come to my house and try to rob me, and you're taking my right away to defend my family, to defend my homestead, to defend everything that I've worked for in my life, it's just not going to happen. It's not. And this is why the whole Matthew McConaughey thing, I'm going to get to the super chats in a second. I just want to end with this. This is why the Matthew McConaughey thing is an act. They have an actor up there who's trying to get to the gun owners of America. He's trying to say, well, look, if we just do these common sense gun laws, they don't fucking work. Look at Chicago. People are getting killed every night there. Do you think all of these people who are felons out there are just going to gun shops, and all of these gun shops are risking their license selling them guns? No. So you continue to put gun laws on America, on law-abiding citizens. The only people with guns are going to be criminals. That's what these people don't get. All right. The problem is they don't understand the ultimate goal to disarm the masses. Same reason they don't understand anything else going on around them. Yeah. That's the whole point. I mean, the fact that they got Matthew McConaughey. I mean, they literally just told America, as if it wasn't before an act, with Sleepy Joe getting up there and trying to read off a teleprompter. He's getting orders from somebody, obviously. But now they bring up an actor because Sleepy Joe can't talk. They want to disarm everyone. And I will tell you, if you can imagine in your mind, if you can say, well, let me look at a world where America does not allow guns, how do you think it would go? Well, any form of law enforcement would come to your door and they can do whatever they want because you and your family are fucked. if you do not have a gun against a gun, you're screwed. Hang on a second. Somebody said something pretty funny here. Hang on. If you zoom in really close, you can actually see the puppet strings hanging from Matt. Yeah. I mean, what do you think Matt was doing there? I mean, I'll give you an example. If there was a mass shooting in the city that I was born in, somehow the White House called me. I'm just a normal guy. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not Matthew McConaughey, but somehow the White House called me and told me to come out there and talk to y'all about gun control. I would tell them to fuck off. You know what I would say? They're like, "No, we really need you to come and talk." I would say, "Buy a gun. Treat your community as your stomping ground." I've said this before, your house is not your only home. Our country is our home. You go to a grocery store, you're aware, you're caring. If someone's going in there with a gun ready to shoot at the place, you're ready to take the dude's head off. Same with the school. Same with anywhere that you go. And screw the political affiliation. I will save your ass and then argue with you if you're a liberal after about how Joe Biden sucks. We're done with this. And the only way to solve it is more Americans take on the responsibility of simply protecting our land. That's it. All right, y'all. Let's get a few more questions in and then we'll. Okay, all right. Hang on, dude. Hang on. Let me post this up here. Dan, my mom's a liberal. Help. Okay. All right. I guess I need to know what kind of liberal she is. Is she like a full on like? I mean, you have cowboy in your name, so I imagine you wear a cowboy hat. I feel like she'd think that's racist, probably. Um, I don't really know what to say other than just feed her logic. That's the best thing that I can say to that. Take her out to the shooting range. Yeah, that's a good one. Just spill the drink. Love it. Some people believe the news is honest. This is a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, even Fox News, after they wouldn't air 2,000 Mules. By the way, everyone watching right now, if you have not watched 2,000 Mules, you need to go watch it. It's online. It's, I think, like $20 to rent, but it is worth it. And let me give you a warning. It pissed me off beyond belief because it 100% proved that the election was stolen, but there's no way to pin it on anybody. I will give the left that. They were genius. Absolutely genius on how they did it. But you've got to watch it. So somebody said it's on Rumble and BitChute for free. So go watch it, see what you think. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna sign off here. It's late. I got to get to bed, but appreciate all of you being on here. Y'all stay safe and protect your communities. Carrie, all right, y'all.